UK voters take to polls in general election. Financial traders are poised for a triple threat Thursday which could see major volatility for financial markets amid the UK election, James Comey's testimony and a meeting of the European Central Bank. Stock markets in London, Frankfurt and Paris have been flat during a day of anticipation as UK voters take to the polls and former FBI Director James Comey prepares for a grilling from Washington politicians that is likely to provoke a response from President Donald Trump. And a senior market analyst Craig Erlam warned things could get messy for currency markets if the results do not show a conservative majority in the UK as traders expect. The problem now is that with sterling trading at near 9-month highs against the dollar, having gradually rallied since the start of the month, it is vulnerable to a sharp decline if things don't go as planned. Should we see a hung parliament, then things could get messy, he wrote in a research note. British voting is underway for the third major vote in 3 years after a snap election called by Conservative Prime Minister Theresa May. It comes less than 1 year after the Brexit vote that saw the UK vote to leave the European Union by 52% to 48%. That result saw Conservative PM David Cameron resign and be replaced by Mrs May. She called the snap election in April when polls showed her with a more than 20-point lead over Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn in a bid to increase the Conservative majority and strengthen her hand in Brexit negotiations with 27 EU member states. However, missteps during the campaign and a focus on domestic policy have seen Mr. Corbyn narrow the gap to within 7 points, according to latest polls. The 68-year-old anti-war campaigner has spent more than 30 years in Parliament and inspired hundreds of thousands into politics with his left-wing policies. Humiliating scuffle at photo call. UK media have been caught in an embarrassing scrap outside a polling station while waiting for a Liberal Democrat leader Tim Farron to emerge. Footage from outside the polling station in Cumbria shows cameramen and photographers shoving each other while jostling for position on the steps. Journalists watching on commentate the brawl, with one shocked reporter saying, "Oh, they're having a proper scrap." Simple statistic could be crucial. Soaring voter registration ahead of the UK general election could be a decisive factor in the result, with an extra 1 million people able to take part. UK voter figures show registrations surged between May and June 2017, with the largest day on May 22 when 622,000 people signed up to vote. Of those, the largest group was those under 25 who made up 246,000 people, followed by the 25-34-year-old age group that saw an extra 207,000 people register. The next group was 35-44-year-olds, of whom an extra 89,000 registered, the UK government reports. While the single day provided a spike in the figures, statistics show the under 44 age groups have taken up registration in the largest numbers. It's thought greater numbers of young voters could benefit Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn. However, experts warn increased registration does not necessarily translate into results, with individual constituencies important in the UK first-past-the-post system.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my STC News channel. Goodbye and see you again.